Well, I only believe you live once, so I believe we have to make the best of it.
My mum and I can just be mother and daughter rather than carer and disabled person.
I feel more an individual person in my own right instead of someone who's got to be reliant on asking favours all the time.
There's so many things I didn't realise I didn't do or I couldn't do until I've had someone there helping me with it.
The Southampton Centre for Independent Living, or SCIL, was set up in 1984 as a campaigning organisation run and controlled by disabled people.
Basically, our role is to support people in a number of different ways in order for them to exercise their right and to promote equality.
For the last 10 years, disabled people in Hampshire have been able to get funding from the local authority in order to purchase the support they require. This scheme is called direct payments.
I think direct payment is all about choice and control and flexibility. It's about people being able to live the life they want to live and have an independent life.
It's a way of giving money directly to users after they've had an assessment of their needs so that they can purchase care themselves that will sort their needs out. And they may choose to purchase a personal assistant that comes in and helps them break down the barriers that stop them living independently. So it may be somebody to help them get out of the house, to budget, to shop, or it may be someone to help with their personal care. But the idea of direct payments is that somebody can have the money themselves and determine how they should spend it to meet their needs.
The beauty of a direct payment is that social services has a very minimal role in a person's life. Once they've been assessed to receive a direct payment, it really is down to them how they use that payment. And the role of social services really is just to review that service from time to time. It really gives somebody a lot of independence.
Many people with different impairments can use direct payments in a variety of different ways.
Direct payment can be used by a wide variety of people. It can be disabled people, it can be disabled children, it can be caring of disabled people.
Doreen has been using direct payments for the past 3 months after her husband died and she'd spent some time in hospital. With the support of John, her direct payments support worker, Doreen employed Ingrid as her personal assistant.
It is lovely to be able to do things yourself. I've got Ingrid popping around and doing things. Now, I haven't done that the right way, Doreen.
She is so different to the woman that I saw for the first time in Gosport War Memorial Hospital. She was unwell, she was withdrawn, and now you've seen her.
Many people decide to use their funding to employ their own personal assistant, whilst others use an agency to get their support.
I'm able to choose who comes to my house, interview people. If I don't like them or don't like the sound of them, I think no. We can arrange a time when she comes that suits me, and it just works very, very well.
But while I'm with the agency send me out people and I pick the ones I like.
The main advantages are definitely the choice, control and flexibility that a direct payment can bring. The fact that you can get up in the morning when you want to, you can go to bed at night when you want to, you can have support when you want it rather than when somebody else wants to provide it for you.
I don't have to worry about telling them about me now because they're working for me and they're there to help me, but they do like the position because I am fun.
I don't have to explain what I can do and what I can't do. I don't have to say I have good days and bad days. She's very reliable. She knows me. And I feel comfortable with her, asking her to do things.
I mean, the most important thing about having a PA is that they're flexible, because obviously it's not like a 9-to-5 job where you come in and sit at an office and you know what you're doing. it's life, and life doesn't always go the way you planned it, and you can't plan ahead sometimes.
Amy is a disabled mother and therefore requires a lot of flexibility over when and how she receives support for herself and her daughter Megan. Amy has discovered that sometimes carers from an agency can't offer her flexibility.
They have such a specific job description that the things they're allowed to do, things they're not allowed to do, things that they're not covered, I think, by insurance or whatever, you know, like they're not allowed to do anything for Megan. Yeah, if I had a personal assistant and I said, can you help me give Megan a bath, they would be helping me give Megan a bath. Whereas if I said that to a carer, that no, their job is to deal with me only. You know, they can give me a bath, but they can't help me with Megan. That's not their job.
I felt it was demeaning for me to have a carer, because you have different people coming, you don't know them, you haven't picked them yourself. You have to explain all the things you can, and it can be embarrassing telling people what you can't do and what you can't manage. It's not something you want to dwell on.
It's also different people as well. You know, you could have 5 different people see you in the same week, and I don't want that. You know, I'd like one person that my child could get like a bond with, instead of having a stranger in her house every day coming in and cooking her breakfast and stuff.
And you just don't click, and there they are washing your hair and in your bedroom and these things, and you don't really like these people.
However, for people using their funding to employ their own personal assistants, things are very different.
When you're employing somebody, you tell them what time they come to work, you tell them what work you want them to do while they're there, and then you tell them what time you want them to finish work. And so you don't have those associated problems. You control what they do, when they come, and everything about their work.
With the kind of freedom that direct payments offer, Amy hopes it'll blend in with her family life, and mostly with her daughter Megan.
It's really nice. I think she does see it as someone helping us rather than someone helping me. She sees it as like a family thing. And she has started to grow up a lot more, and I think she doesn't feel like she has to help me, which is good, because I've never wanted her to feel like that. I never wanted her to suffer because her mum's disabled. There's so many things I didn't realise I didn't do or I couldn't do until I've had someone there helping me with it. But now it means I don't have to wait for my mum to have a day off work, or I don't have to wait for her to call in a favour from a friend. I can pay someone to come with me when I would like to, like anyone else would.
When you employ your own personal assistant, there are some administration tasks that you must carry out. However, there's lots of support from the direct payments support workers based at SCIL.
The paperwork is fairly simple and straightforward, and most people find that once they have done it 1 or 2 times, they can normally handle it. Otherwise, we can help them find somebody who may be able to assist them in dealing with any paperwork.
Well, we have a bank account just for the money, and the money goes in to that, and I just pay her by cheque each week. And then it's very easy. We have to send in a 3-monthly balance statement, and it's easy because you just copy all your bank statements and add them up and take one away from the other. It's very straightforward.
So if people feel daunted by the idea of taking on all the administration to do with the direct payment, I'd say to them, you can do it. There are many other people who've been nervous at the beginning of it, but because of our partnership with SCIL and the fact that they've got experts there, disabled people who've been using the system for 20 years, they have worked out methods of using it that will make it more simple for you and will help you with it, hold your hand in the first instance when you start employing your own staff, and you won't find a problem that they haven't had before you. So get advice from them, they're very good.
Direct payments isn't just about having support at home. Some people use the funding to support them with accessing leisure activities, such as attending a pottery group.
It's just so relaxing. It's away from your normal routine environment, and especially the location being away from Romsey, and it's so peaceful here, and it's just a way to relax and just find it very therapeutic, and allows a bit of creativity as well on trial and error, and it's another skill.
Jacqueline, who attends the group, said that direct payments and the support of the Pottery Group has restored her confidence and self-esteem. The group means she's no longer socially isolated and now has the motivation to go out. She added that it's really nice to think she can enjoy something again. She feels direct payments are giving her back control and is the first step to getting her life back on track.
This is the 9th week under the direct payment scheme. We've just learned that it's to be ongoing, to be extended, which is really good news. And Pauline is very encouraging and sympathetic and gives us all a bit of a laugh most days.
Yeah.
If it takes off, it's like, damn. She's a complete mad woman.
Jane has been receiving funding for support for 18 months. This has enabled her to develop her musical talent again.
When I first met Janie, she was quite ill. She had absolutely no self-confidence, no self-esteem. She thought she was an absolute waste of space, really. So it enabled her to have some support in her life and to gradually get back into her creative side, which she thought she'd lost.
I realised just how much it has made me develop into a person again.
She's amazing now.
Essie runs drama workshops and is now less reliant on her family.
It basically meant that I could go to drama school and live an independent life and live in student accommodation without having my family, my parents, to look after me. And I could live an independent life, go out with my friends, go to the pub, do my course and everything like that.
It's nice that my family can come and visit me when they want, and they don't have to worry that I'm going to ask them to do little things for me.
I like nothing better than somebody actually saying, I don't need your help anymore. That's a real success.
I feel more an individual person in my own right, instead of someone who's got to be reliant on asking favours all the time. Yes, it's good for my confidence.
My mum used to do my care up until I was 19, and you know, although it was okay, as I got older I wanted to go out with my friends and I had to be back by certain times because she wanted to go to bed, and so it was really, really difficult. And now that I have PAs on my own, I don't have to worry about any of that, and it's a lot easier. And so my mum and I can just be mother and daughter rather than carer and disabled person.
Well, it allows me to live life my way. If it wasn't for direct payments, I wouldn't be here at the moment.
Where would you be?
Probably at my mum's and dad's, or at a nursing home. But if direct payments weren't there, I could live the life the way I wanted and the way I chose.
For further information, please contact the Direct Payments team at Southampton Centre for Independent Living. Call on 02380 330 982, text on 02380 202 649, send emails to directpayments@southamptoncil.co.uk or check out the website at www.southamptoncil.co.uk.